It's Jennifer with Froggy Winter Knitting, and I thought I'd go ahead and do another podcast and let you know what I've made and what I'm working on, and tell you that I am going to participate in the 100-day project. So I have some things that I have completed. So these are some squares that I've done from the Unraveled Mitten, and here's one. Here's my second one. And my third one. I'm not sure which number this is, but here's another one. I don't know if they're upside down or not. And another one. And another one. And now I'm just waiting for her to release the next square so I can work on that. I won a couple of giveaways on Instagram. I got these from Round Mountain Fibers. She sent me 4 mini skeins, as you can see, so that I can do their Divisionism shawl. I really like them. I think they go really well together, and that really looks true to color, actually. So that's pretty good. I didn't think it would. I love the way they look. I'll turn one around so y'all can read the label, since I had to have a magnifier to read it or have someone read it to me. I hope that's clear enough for you guys to read it. They're all the same. It's just different colorways, and this is who they are. They have their own website, and they're located on Instagram. Really beautiful yarn, and it's super soft and squishy. It's real squishy. It's real squishy. It's a fingering weight, but most of the sock yarns you get, this is a little thicker than a lot of sock yarns out there. This is a Clover 5.5, and that gives you an idea about how big it is. So it's actually a little thicker than a sock weight. Not much, just a hair thicker. And then I won this from Mama's Stitches Corner. And this is a project bag. Nice tote, really nice. Love it. There's no pockets inside, but it's pretty big and roomy. And in here is all the stuff that came in the bag. There is a crochet hook. My husband sold me, it was an F size. I got 3 skeins of this by Lion Brand. I've never used it. There is the name of the colorway and the stats on it. Oh, it's a Red Heart. I'm sorry, not Lion Brand. Really soft. So, oop, I think I just pulled the label off of it. Not that it matters, really. It doesn't really matter. I ball all my yarn up anyway when I'm using it. But there's 3 of these. It's very pretty. It's really soft. Set them there. And I got one of these, which I love this color. It is so pretty. I know that this is called Gnome, but there it is. I hope y'all can, I hope it's focusing on that for you. And there's that one. And there are 3 of these. I've never used this, but I kind of can't wait to. With my luck, this is all reading backwards. I'm gonna feel really bad. But there are 3 of them. Ah, if I can pick them up. Yeah, it's really pretty. I love that color. And I'm not a yellow person either. That's kind of funny. Oh, and I got one Sweet Roll. Love this. I've used Sweet Roll before. And then I got one of these, which I've never used, a Pantone. I know that they are separate mini skeins, so that's different. And then, yeah, it's probably backwards. Sorry, guys. And it's a Pantone. So that's really pretty. I'm going to put them back in my bag so I can put them on my shelf and get them out of the way. Sorry for the rustling. Everybody says that. You know, the rattling bags never bothered me. And then a knitted cowl. Oh, that's nice. It's really soft. I like it. That's so cool. Yeah. Anyway, I showed you the clover hook. This is my first clover I've ever had. Really like it. Can't wait to get more of them. I really, really like this hook. Everyone's talked about them, and a lot of people use them. Everyone talks about how wonderful they are. And I'm like, oh, they're just hooks, you know? Well, I agree. These are wonderful. I want to get a whole bunch more of them. It's fantastic. It's great to use. It's absolutely wonderful to use. I like these ones, and I like the ones by Yarnology that have the big bumpies here. I like those too. Those are just fabulous. And so, this is my 100-day project. Just because I want to finish it. This is the... Let me open my phone and tell you exactly what it is. This is a free pattern from Yay for Yarn. It is the simple slouchy sweater. I've been making this for my daughter. As you can see, I haven't got much done. It's just the beginning ribbed band, and this is the front band of it. This is the back, and then the other side of it. So I really haven't got much done. I've been working on it for my daughter, and so I want to finish this in 100 days. I knit, obviously. I don't know why I'm having a harder time knitting than crocheting since losing my eyesight, but I am. I love knitting. I love to knit. I've been crocheting a lot longer, but I'm just having a harder time doing it. I don't know. My husband says it looks fine, but to me, when I look at it under a magnifier, it looks bumpier now than it ever did before. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just having a harder time now. So, I don't know. But most of this is just mindless snail. I mean, it's just a simple rib right here in the front. And then, you know, when you get to here, it's purl in the back and then knit in the front. So, I don't know. But I would like to finish this for my daughter. That way it would be done and out of the way. That I would like to do. I have another project that I am working on. I know that I'll have it finished in 100 days easy. But I think I could pull it out of the bag. I think I heard Terry from Yarn Joy talk about this, but I work on this every day, a little bit every day. So I know you can't figure it out if I hold it up and hold it back. This is the center panel. But I think Terry from Yarn Joy had talked about this at one time, wanting to do one of these. Well, this is actually the front. There. That's the front for you. I store all my stitch markers down at the bottom on my first thing, and then as I work so many rows, I bring a stitch marker up and mark them. These are clay stitch markers. I have like grapes and then little popsicles. See my little popsicles? Here, little popsicles. I move them up, and I know when I run out of my stitch markers here that I've reached the end of what I need to do. So, 1 second, and I'll show you what I'm making. I'm making this for my son, my oldest son. There we go. I am making this one right here. It is a deer head, and obviously I'm using a darker brown, and it's got cabling in here. Now this pattern has, real quick peek, it has a graph, but for me, because I really can't read that, can't read that at all. So for me, when you see at the top, it has the color names. It should say linen, brown, linen, brown, linen. I get one of my family members to count how many squares it needs to be of linen and then brown. And then when you get down further, it'll be this many in linen, this many brown, this will be a linen stitch, and then a brown stitch. I think that's yeah, that's what it is. And then they get into the commas and stuff. I actually had one of my family members sit there and read it and count it out for me, and I could write it out, and then I could use my magnifier and do this. I have magnifiers, but I don't have one strong enough to do with the chart. I really want to get a CCTV. I think a CCTV would help a lot to blow that graph up for me so that I could read it. And I mean, that would be like a dream come true. I mean, that would be a dream come true. You know, I mean, the only place I could, you know, take it to be blown up, you know, to be like photocopied and blown up would be the library. And I don't know if my library could do it, and I'd have to pay for every, you know, like 20 cents every time they did it. And I don't know if they could even do it all in one page or whatever, so I just do it that way, you know. Hopefully it'll come out all right, and, you know, hopefully nobody made any mistakes going across, but I would really love, my dream, get a CCTV. And I mean, I do want to get, you know, a computer, you know, and hook it all up to that and everything, and that would be like that fabulous too. But, you know, one can always dream. You know, so hopefully that'll happen. And I'm also going to enter for the first time the Canadian Crotcheters Sprawl. Her and Happiness is Homemade are doing a knit along. It's a sprawl. So I'm going to knit the Proper Pineapples birthday knit along, and she has a pattern that is a shawl. Well, I couldn't order the yarn that she used, so I'm going to use some worsted weight yarn that I already have, and I'm going to use that, and so I'm going to make a shawl that way, and I'll show you what I'm going to use since I already had it, and you may recognize some of it because I put it in my squares with the unraveled knitting. So I'm going to use some of this real pretty bright green that I got from Hobby Lobby. Love Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I know it's probably backwards. Sorry. But I really love that green. And I'll definitely be using this one. It's not that bright. Well, I mean, it's bright, but it's not that pink looking. This is more of a, I don't know, can you tell this way? It's more melony, you know, more like a melon color than a pink, I think. So I'm going to use this one. Does that help? Maybe read the name backwards or whatever. I don't know where it might be, but there you go. I'm going to use that one. Let's see if I can find the blue. Is this the blue or the green? Yeah, there's the blue. I'm going to use this blue one with it. And yeah, I'll probably use white. Yeah, I think I'm going to use white with it. So I think these 4 colors, I think they'll look pretty good together in a shawl. I think it'll look nice. So that's what I was going to do. I may end up doing a second one, a second shawl, but we'll see. I don't know. I really don't have, I just got that giveaway yarn, so now I do have some. Because I don't have a whole lot of worsted weight yarn. Most of what I have is all sock weight yarn. Because for years, all I did was make socks. Love making socks. But I'm having a harder, like I had said, I'm having a harder time knitting. Don't know why. I still practice knitting and still work on my knitting. Because I love it. Really do love making socks. I don't know, I've been having a harder time with it. I'm sure I'll be able to do it sooner or later. It's just going to take me some time. There's just really shouldn't be any reason I'm having a hard time doing it now that I can't see it. But I seem to be. It's kind of weird. But maybe it's just me being nervous or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, just some chit-chat. When I was diagnosed formally being legally blind last August, I was told to go ahead and file for my disability from Social Security. Well, I had done that. And I just got denied. That's crazy. I mean, I have all of my stuff from my doctors and everything. I got a certification letter and everything stating I'm legally blind. And Social Security denied me, and according to Social Security, I'm not blind. That's crazy. I just thought that was really crazy. So, yeah. So now I have to appeal. I do not know why they would say I'm not blind. Go figure. I mean, weird. What are you going to do? It's the federal government. I don't know. I mean, the state considers me blind, you know. I am being taught to use my guide cane from the Department of the Blind. I just don't understand sometimes. I have no idea, but what are you going to do? I mean, I have no idea. I'm kind of speechless about it, you know. I mean, just some things are just goofy. I have no idea. As you can tell, I'm pretty floored over the whole thing. I just don't know what to say about that. I don't know. If y'all have any questions or anything, you can feel free to ask me. You can always catch me on Instagram as Froggy Winter Knitting. I do have a Facebook page group. It's Froggy Winter Knitting as well. You can email me at froggywinnaknitting@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. You can share my videos. I have no problem with that either. And if there's anything in particular you'd like me to do or show you about what I do or how I do it as being blind, I have no problem with that. Any questions at all, I'm an open book, really. Obviously, my channel's new. I'm not real sure what to show you. I guess I could show you how I crochet or knit. I mean, that would be fine, too. It is I guess it's a different thing for us, being blind, doing some things differently. You know, I mean, it is a different thing, learning to do stuff. It's kind of funny because I do look down, when I'm knitting, and I don't really see it. It's just funny. I do look at what I'm doing. I have to laugh about the fact that I look down. But yeah, I do. I do look down. What are you going to do? But yeah, a lot of times I use this right here. I have a lamp and it has what they call a big eye on it. It's a big eye magnifier. And I'm going to twist it for myself. I'm trying not to blind you guys with it. And I put my knitting under it so that I can tell what I'm doing. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Let me turn that some. Let's see if I can bring this up. And I'll move my hand a second. Yeah, I bring it up. Let me find out where I'm at. Okay. There. I do that so that I can see where I need to start. I either do that or I ask my husband. And then I just knit. This is what I do. Knit. And I can look at you while I'm knitting, because I really can't see what I'm doing. I have magnifiers over my regular prescription glasses. I guess you're wondering what they are, because my glasses don't look normal, like normal people. They come up and they come off. There you go. That is my regular glasses. But I wear my magnifiers most of the time. They help me. I don't wear them in public that much because I get stared at. I don't think the staring really bothers me that much. I think it bothers my family more than it bothers me, if that makes any sense. And I don't want my family to be embarrassed by me. I just really don't want my family to be embarrassed by me. I think I embarrass them enough walking with my cane. You know, although my husband seems fine with it. It doesn't seem to bother him at all. And he treats me fine. So that's, you know, he treats me good. He helps me a lot. After a couple of fiascos in the kitchen, they don't let me cook. They don't. That is kind of funny. But I use a wood stove. We have a wood stove for heat. And I can make a fire and I can put wood in it. That kind of stuff. So that's fine. We don't have any problems with that. That's never been an issue. To use my wood stove, I have, my husband got welding gloves. These big, huge leather things that I put on my hand, and I can literally stick my hand in the fire and I don't get burned. Crazy, I know. But it makes a difference for me. So he doesn't worry about me hurting myself while he's at work. And that's what those are for. So that's very helpful to me. Little things that changes they've made around the house for me. That's really great. Outside, as I don't normally use my cane around my house or anything, outside, we have some steps from our porch to go downstairs, to go down to the ground. And my husband, he painted the edges, the very edges of them, a neon green. For me, it's like a fluorescent neon green, so I can tell the edges of the stairs. Because to me, I don't have much depth perception, and so he paints them neon green, and that way I can tell going up and down the steps. So when I walk out the house, I don't have to have my cane. I can literally go up and down the steps by myself. Normally, now going down is a lot harder for me than going up. So normally going down our steps, I either use my cane or my husband holds my hand. Even though I can see the edge, he still holds my hand. It's only I think it's only like 5 steps. Um, but going up, I can go up fine. I have no problem going up. And then from our stairs to our driveway, my husband created a walkway with 4x4s. There's 4x4s on either side. And then there's gravel. He put down gravel so that I have a place to walk, that there is no dog poo, because we have a dog, and there's no obstacles. So I can walk out there in the dark with nothing, and I know where to walk because I can hear it. And everyone knows that that is Mom's pathway, and we keep it clear, twigs, anything, if it gets really windy or anything, that's the first place that gets cleared off. Snow and ice, first place that gets cleared off is Mom's walkway. That way I don't have a problem with worrying about where I'm walking or anything, because that's kind of, it's important, because I can fall very easily. Before, we didn't have anything. I mean, it was just, grass. And then to the car, and with all the rains and stuff we had, it was very muddy. And it's, that kind of sucks. I don't like walking in the mud for obvious reasons. One, I can't see it, there's certain tones and colors and stuff that with my limited vision I can't really tell. If something's on the ground, if a twig or something's there and it's dirty or muddy, I can't see it, and I can get tangled up in the twig and fall. And it's not any fun if you fall in the mud. So with the new walkway, for me, it's a whole lot better. It's made my life a whole lot better. It is. And, he has plenty of rock to put down there if he has to shovel snow and stuff. So it just makes my life a whole lot better, a whole lot easier, And living with my teenagers and stuff, I mean, they can make life a little difficult. They have made it very difficult. My 25-year-old is staying with us at the moment. And he got me real good the other day. The light had burned out in the hallway. And I got up to go to the bathroom. And I figured, he left the light off in the bathroom. Because that's the thing here, leave the light on for Mom so she can go and, find the bathroom. It's not, I know where the bathroom is, but I figured, he just turned off the light in the bathroom. Well, he didn't just turn off the bathroom light, he shut the bathroom door. So I went down the hallway, and the light had burned out, so I didn't turn on the light. And I literally walked into the door. So, very dark hallway, walked right into the door. Ugh. So I was not very happy about that. So I definitely let my son know what I thought. It was like, that's not funny. Don't leave the door shut. Well, when my husband came home from work, he obviously changed the light bulb in the hallway. Or light bulbs, I have no idea what had happened with the hall light, but... And then he did something to the light in the bathroom, so they couldn't turn it off on me. We used to put those little, those little lights you put in the plug, those little night lights. And the children kept unplugging them. I'm like, really? I kind of need them. They just kept unplugging them, and then they would disappear, and so there's no sense in that, so. Really? They don't think. They don't think, and they're very much in their world. Now, I love my children, don't get me wrong. I love and adore my children. They are everything, I mean, in my life, it's God, my husband, my children, but I don't believe the things that they do, they don't think, I'm a diabetic. Um, I might be fat, but I have type 1 diabetes. And my blood sugar will drop. And when I tell you my blood sugar will drop, I'm not talking about, oh, well, it'll be 80 or 70 or 60. I mean, my blood sugar will drop and I'll hit like 52. And I holler because I don't feel it dropping. And the way I know it drops because my pump alarms. I have a continuous glucose monitor, and it will alarm. And all of a sudden, my sugar's just dropped, and it's like a dramatic drop, and it's sudden. I don't feel it. I don't know it. And then I holler, I need help. My sugar's low. And then you hear this, I'll be there in a minute. Normally, when my sugar drops like that, I don't have a minute. Really? I'll be there in a minute. No, I need you now. I'll be there in a minute. Very frustrating. Now, I have to say, my youngest, who is 15, if I tell him my sugar's low, he comes running. He doesn't ask what I want or anything. He just goes and gets whatever he thinks I should have. He does. He goes and gets whatever he thinks I should have. And normally, we always keep juice in the fridge for me. So I have like little juice boxes or juice pouches or whatever, and he'll bring me some juice, and he'll actually wait until he knows my sugar's back on the rise. But my older children are like, I'll be there in a minute. Really? Or my husband will buy me some candy like after Easter or after, Halloween or after Christmas when all the candy goes on sale, for half price or 75% off or whatever. My husband will buy quite a bit of it and he'll bring it home for me, to keep on hand for when my sugar goes low. Which is wonderful. It's great that I prefer to buy it when it's on sale, But that's what he'll do, and I'll have a stash of candy. And then I have one particular child who will come and sneak into Mom's candy stash and say, well, I needed chocolate. You may have needed chocolate, but Mom will need chocolate too. And then I'll go to get candy, and guess what I don't have? God love children. They're wonderful and such a pain. God love them. I love my children, but I tell you, one day they'll be the death of me. They really will. Right now I have 3 children at home, and 2 of which are getting ready to move out. My 25-year-old is moving out in the next 2 months, well, less than 2 months. And then my 19-year-old is going to be moving out this summer. And I will be left with 1 child at home. Wow. Amazing. That's kind of freaky. I don't know what I'll do. 1 kid at home, that's pretty amazing. That'll be nice. Don't know what I'll do. It'll really get quiet. I mean, that'll be kind of nice because the youngest at home, he's rather quiet. That's going to be cool. Nice quiet house. And then with him, I don't know how long I'll have. And then my husband says, I don't mind if the youngest one lives at home forever. And I'm looking at him going, oh, I mind. I mind. Gotta love them. They're crazy. Oh, they are. They are crazy. So, I'm just sitting here chattering about nothing. Boring, nothing stuff. I don't know. What else should I tell you about? Let's see. I tell you about my dad. My dad is a retired police officer. I adore my father. He's my hero. He really is my hero. He's a very good-looking man. I adore my father. He is going to be 70 this year, and I still can't believe it. I bet he can't believe it either. Gosh, he's such a good man. He's very wise. He is such a good man. Him and my stepmother had they loved to watch birds, and where they live, they had they found a bird in their yard that they didn't recognize, and this is kind of funny. So they contacted, I guess, a bird watchers community or something, and asked them what this particular bird was. Well, come to find out, it is a rock wren, which, you know, you find them all over the place on the West Coast, which, no big deal. But this is only the third time it's ever been sighted in Maryland. That was crazy. So then they set up for some bird watchers to come look at this bird at my parents' home. And my parents are rather private people. My dad says it's like having the paparazzi outside his house. He had to go let his neighbors know what was going on because his neighbors were getting concerned. Every day from sunup to sundown, he had like all these people outside of his house looking at this bird that's about this big, itty bitty bird that was nesting underneath his back porch. They had to leave their house to go get some privacy. So I got to make fun of my parents. I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world. I was like, wow. Absolutely wonderful. My dad wanted to know if he could bring the bird to my house. I said, sure. I think my cat would enjoy eating it. I do not want paparazzi outside my house. That's just crazy. But apparently, people are really big into it. I like watching the birds in my house. I don't watch them as much anymore. I have 2 nests of cardinals. I have one out front and one out back of cardinals, and I love watching the cardinals. The male is extremely brightly colored. The female just has a red breast, but I enjoy watching those. But the paparazzi at his house to look at this bird is the funniest thing I have ever heard of. That is just crazy. My goodness. Wow. My baby sister is getting married in Nevada, and I'm so excited for her. I'm very happy for her. I think that's wonderful. I'm super happy. I can't go. I can't go. But I am super happy for her. I think that she will have a very happy, long marriage. I think that's wonderful. I really do. She's not getting married in Vegas or Reno or anything like that. There's some resort that they're going to get married at, and I think that'll be absolutely beautiful. And I know she's looking forward to it. My parents probably won't travel there either. They don't travel as much as they used to. So I don't know if they will. I wish she was getting married in Maryland because I would go to that. That would be fun. I would enjoy that because I'd really like to go up and see my dad. See, finally, that whole row took me that long to do that entire row. Wow. Gee, I'm going to have to do like a row a day or something? 2 rows a day, 3 rows a day, 4. Probably 4 rows a day. I don't think it'll take 4 rows a day to finish the entire sweater, but still, that's a lot of knitting. Well, I've now made the video way too long. I did all that chitter chatter for nothing. No, in order to finish that row. But I did do it. So, like I said before, if you'd subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Now that I've bored you to tears. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Knit on, crochet on. Enjoy it. Bye.